And welcome to this video in which I'll be reacting to Alyona and Jerry Heil's Teresa and Maria live for the first time for Ukraine at Eurovision 2024.
A disclaimer. I hadn't addressed this before because I had hoped that the EBU would come to the correct decision by now, but since they have not, I do need to address it myself. Israel should not be allowed to participate at the Eurovision Song Contest 2024. If Russia hadn't been banned in 2022, maybe we'd be having a different conversation right now, and on a personal note, maybe Eurovision wouldn't have become such an important part of my life, but this is the reality that we are living in, so this is the conversation that we are having. Regardless of what you think of the current atrocities happening in Gaza, intentionally cutting off other people's access to food, water, and electricity is abhorrent, not to mention the act of killing. If you think governments and broadcasters should be considered as separate entities, consider the situation with Russia again. There is a video explaining why Israel shouldn't be allowed to participate linked in the description, and the creator also calls to action about what you can do yourself. Please watch that video and do something. Further resources are also listed as and when they become relevant. I'll stop talking about this when it stops being relevant.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't the biggest fan of this song when it was initially released. I placed it 5th, so about in the middle of Vidbir 2024. As we know, Vidbir had technical difficulties yesterday. The voting didn't work via the Dia app because too many people wanted to vote, presumably. So they postponed it to today. The live stream of Vidbir 2024 is now the longest video on the Eurovision channel apart from the 10-hour loop of Epic Sax Guy. It's longer than any Eurovision ever, which I think is pretty impressive. The stalling was done well, hoping that the app might still work yesterday, and then it really just didn't, so they did move it to today. And the show today, considering they didn't have a plan at all, was also very professional. I'm very impressed with what Ukraine is managing to throw together despite the technical difficulties. There are other options that I would have preferred. I was just watching the voting, and the voting finished just as my dinner was ready, so I had to eat that first. But I was really shocked to see that Zifferblatt actually won the jury vote. I wonder if their performance was really good, because I did not know that anyone else enjoyed that song. It wasn't my number one, but I didn't expect anyone else to like it, and then it came second overall as well, so the televotes did also like it to some extent. Yeah, because on the app it's 9th, so even now. So I'm pretty shocked as to what happened there. Pretty sad we're not getting Slavic English at Eurovision either, and obviously Melevin would have also been fun. But it seems like Jerry Heil at least really wanted to go, because obviously he came second last year, so having a second go at it and actually winning Vidbir 2024 and the ticket to Eurovision would be exciting. The song also has a deeper meaning and is well produced and everything. I'm sure the performance will be great as well. It just wasn't my personal favourite, so I don't know where I'll be placing it in the overall ranking, but I'm excited to watch the actual live performance that they did yesterday. Although the other performances yesterday were also very entertaining, the common song was fun, that the adults got to perform a common song, that it's not just an exclusively junior Eurovision thing. Yeah, I won't keep stalling and I'll watch the live performance now. Starting now. That's pretty similar to 1994, to be honest, from what I remember. Also the visual shape of Jerry on stage. And the choir is effective. Oh yeah, there's backing singers there. Some very serious staging with the black and the gold metal or gold sun or whatever the speakery thing in the background is. Some good emotion there. Alyona shows up basically from nowhere. I was kind of shocked trying to figure out if I could figure out where she came from, but no. Oh, and there's visuals on screen as well of this maybe Teresa and Maria, but probably just generally for women. That's effective as well with the clapping. That will get the crowd going. Well, not going, involved. And Joey just standing off to the side in the background doesn't look as bad as it could have done. Because it's definitely awkward to stage something when there's two people and only one is actually active in a given moment. I understand why this won. It definitely has its own atmosphere and both of them are very professional. I do hope the staging can get a bit elevated. The Bailey figure in the background is a good start. All black is also good. But I think there can be a bit more done. And obviously at Eurovision there'll be like pyro, smoke, whatever. That could also be interesting or of use. Not necessarily pyro. Yeah, and I do like that it comes to a slower end because this song, well, no song can keep building forever. So that's a fairly nice ending to Teresa and Maria, and it's a good enough selection for Ukraine. I personally am still not convinced. Maybe it will grow on me as the season progresses, or maybe it will stay low down in my ranks, which is also fine because I don't have to love every song and every song has to be for me. Definitely effective, there's definitely an atmosphere about it that is going to be unique, I imagine. I'm not actually 1000% sure what the exact meaning of the lyrics is, so I might have a quick look up of that. Seems to be about unity and coming together against a common enemy, kind of, because that's the only way forward. And the message obviously I agree with, but I'm not sure that Mother Teresa is the right person for it. I've heard lots of conflicting opinions about her. The idea behind the song is good though. They're in the first semi-final in the first half, I think. Will that make it difficult for them to qualify for the first time in Ukraine's history? I don't think so. I think Ukraine is very good at staging, but I wonder if it won't be as much of a landslide as it can sometimes be for Ukraine. I wonder if it will be a bit of a struggle. I'm very happy for Heil and Alyona as people that they get to represent Ukraine at Eurovision. That must be very special and I'm glad they get to do it, especially together. Always having someone to support you, but the song isn't, for me unfortunately, just musically really. I like it being in Ukrainian, obviously. I love national languages and Ukrainian is close to Polish, so I'm sure if I listen closer I'd understand bits, but the song doesn't really work for me for some reason, and I'm so sorry to Heil and Alyona. This is just my honest opinion, I'm very sorry. I think I'm gonna put it in 8th for now, and because we now have 10 songs out, this is where I will stop giving you updates on my placements of a song. I want to keep the rest kind of a surprise. Obviously I'll be able to tell whether I like something or not, but the overall ranking I'll keep a surprise for. So my final top 37, 36, whatever, depending on how many countries actually stay in Eurovision 2024, so that can be an interesting video as well. I wonder if it's shot up to the top of my Eurovision scoreboard yet. It has. Oh, and by quite a margin. It's got almost 10,000 points on Goethe. That's very interesting. It's been about 45 minutes since the song was announced. I'm glad the other Eurovision fans love it, and I'm happy for Heil that she gets to go this year, and obviously Alyona. Just that Heil participated last year as well and came second. I think this will qualify. I'm not 1000% confident though, so I won't be truly shocked if it doesn't qualify, because this is a televote only semi-final, you need a spectacular stage show, and while Ukraine is always good at that, it's also a very strong semi-final, and they're in their first half of it. So it could be difficult, but I believe in Ukraine, and the song's also very powerful and a fan favourite, so I reckon it probably will. But it won't be a total shock to me if it doesn't. I can't imagine it winning the semi-final though, or something like that. I'm excited to watch the other performances though, just for myself, see what everyone else did at the Vidbir, and obviously Alyona and Heil did a wonderful job performing it, and I'm sure they'll continue doing a wonderful job performing the song for unity, which is a great message. So I'm excited to see how this song develops across the Eurovision season, and maybe I'll grow to love it as well, who knows. I was about to start editing the video and I've taken the camera off the tripod already, so I have a handheld moment for now. As I say, I was about to start editing the video and I was humming the melody to myself. So I can say the melody is very effective. The melody definitely works because it's already gotten stuck in my head after the one listen. For right now, I obviously have heard it before a couple of weeks ago, but right now I've only heard it once and it's already stuck in my head, so good job on the melody. It's gotten stuck in my head right now. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it, that you got something out of it. I'll see you in the next one, whether that shows up on your feed. Bye! That was so hard. About 8 takes of that. My laptop is shining the white light on me, so I'm gonna close it.